Right, David, you have the latest when it comes to the forecast. I was out yesterday around 7 o'clock. I could have sworn I felt a raindrop.
Were there any clouds over you?
Yes, there were clouds over
It's
me.
possible. We actually did have some overcast skies blow into my neighborhood as well. And we have another slight chance of rain today, a little better chance tomorrow. But the real chance of rain and maybe some heat relief could come next week from all of this developing out in the tropics. Tropical depressions 14 and 13, both heading toward the Gulf of Mexico and both in a race to become the next storms, Laura and Marco on the Atlantic list. Which one's going to be which? We don't know yet because they're both going to develop kind of simultaneously over the next 24 hours. And over the next 24 hours, they both should become named tropical systems. This one a little stronger than the one behind it possibly by early tomorrow morning. After that time, notice the one behind it is moving a little faster than the one we are more concerned with. This could actually bring them simultaneously into the Gulf of Mexico or toward the Gulf Coast as hurricanes early next week. Now, there's something really interesting that might happen that I've never seen in the Gulf of Mexico. It happens more often in the western Pacific with big typhoons out in the ocean. It's called this, the Fujiwara effect. Is David making up names again? Well, it's actually a real thing. When two storms that are strong enough get close enough, you can imagine how the competing circulations around them, they kind of battle right here in the middle. That has the effect of the hurricanes actually dancing around one another. If this happens, which some models are starting to pick up on, that could delay this Texas landfall and it could accelerate the Florida landfall with that other storm. It's going to be very interesting to watch. Regardless of what happens with that, though, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Two systems making landfall in the Gulf Coast, which is a very rare situation just by itself. We dug through the records along with Phil Klotzbach from Colorado State, and look at this. We've only had simultaneous landfalls in the Gulf of Mexico only once in recorded history. That was 1933 with a major hurricane near Brownsville and a tropical storm in the Florida Panhandle. Those happened less than 24 hours apart. So what does all this mean for our weather? Well, we're going to take a closer look at that Tropical Depression 14 forecast track, the one that could be coming to Texas, how much rain we'll see, and if it's going to break this record heat wave that we're in the midst of.